It's a hashtag feud, the tension brews, opinions clash like unstoppable views. A digital brink where patience shatters with each post and each fiery scatter. Just retweets, clashes and echoes of grins. They say that the pen is mightier than the sword. Well, mine's a keyboard. So go to war if that's what makes you feel alive. I'll take it personally, but won't take it offline. It's like a drug, it's poison in my mind. My thumb is the trigger, and I've got you in my sights. And if it's all part of God's plan, I'd like to have a word with him. I'm not a fan, so take me to war. I hope it makes you feel alive. I'll take it personally, but won't take it offline.
Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Guess who's back when the clock strikes late? Jimmy's here to roast. Can't wait. Politicians shaking in their seats. He's got punchlines hotter than your tweets. Kimmel's back. Hide your headlines. Jokes so sharp they should come with guidelines. From Trump's new mugshot to AI fears, he'll laugh us right through the coming years. Celebs on strike, billionaires to space. Jimmy's grinning with that poker face. TikTok scandals, crypto crash. Guillermo's pouring shots in the solo splash. Kimmel's back, hide your headlines. Jokes so cheeky, crossing state lines. From Barbie memes to climate news, nobody's safe from the jokes he'll use. Congress fights on cable news. Jimmy's got the bloopers queued. If late night's therapy, we're all in luck, 'cause laughter's free when the world feels stuck. Kimmel's back, turn the lights on. Cue the band, the laughs go long. He'll roast your ego, spill your tea. It's late night chaos on ABC. Hide your headline, 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 hide your headlines. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. Kimmel's back. He's a very twinkie guy, the kind you don't take home to mother. He will never let your pants down once you get him off the streets now. He's a super twink, a super twink. He's super twinkie. Wow. Guy is pretty wild now. The guy's a super twink. The kind of guy you watch on OnlyFans, yeah. The guy is pretty twinky. He's a super twink. He's super twink. Wow. He's a very special guy, the kind of guy you want to
I didn't mean to make you regurgitate on the Jimmy Kimmel song. That one just came in accidentally. All right, let's get this party started.
He ain't no Saint Germain, no crown, no name. He plays the game, sharp as a flame. Who's to blame for the stolen fame? A shadow dance in the devil's frame. Caught in a rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on a stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Caught in a rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Fast, can't find the ground. Echoes of chaos all around. You chose this dance, this mad parade, but not every choice gets accolades. Caught in a rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Going down the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole.
Messages on my personal cell phone that are completely would consider to be harassment. And I've played one of those recently, and I've done this has been shown on my channel because I want people to understand what happens on the internet and why they're maybe doing it. And so what I discovered recently is, not recently, but with this group that goes to certain movements like the pizza thing and, the 17th letter of the alphabet movement, right? And let's go to all the way to Bundy Ranch. There's this connection all together in this alt media that said that they were red-pilled and awake and all this kind of stuff. And it really got into a lot of things. One of the underbelly conversations is child trafficking. And a lot of these people have predator-catcher groups. And one of the things, and I'm going to play here in just a second, that I find really interesting that Urban Disciple mentions was that he was looking into some of these groups having like skeletons in their closet. All right, welcome to Not My Rabbit Hole. That is an excerpt from my last live stream. I stand with Urban Disciple, and I really want to talk about that aspect for a while. That the group that is the Blazing Scar, Rebecca Dean, is an interesting player in what is happening on the internet. And she connects to a predator catcher group. There is, and that is, to my understanding, the community that Urban Disciple found himself in after he had done a video exposing some skeletons in one of these types of channels, groups, a personality, YouTube personality that was, saying that they were a predator catcher, that the reason why they were doing their videos was to get child predators on the internet, which weaves into a lot of movements that have happened online and political movements. For example, the 17th letter of the alphabet. And so Blazon, okay, Rebecca Dean has to my understanding, a background of coming online maybe for the first time as a Bundy Ranch group of people. And I had connection with Bundy Ranch, so people from being on Revolution Radio, and I had interviewed some of the people that were in the encampment in Nevada, as well as the Ryan Payne, who was in charge of the militia, and he later on played out into what happened up into Oregon. So, and I believe like Lori Alexander Swan maybe comes from that group. Clovis Harmon comes from that group. Tacos, there is a genesis of people that came out during that, during that time. And one of the reasons why I was interested in investigating it or doing content on Bundy Ranch is because the BLM and the BLM's role in taking them off their property, or there was I think it was a water rights issue that was and a land right issue. And so the BLM, I saw a video where an agent of the BLM looked like law enforcement, and they had tasered one of the Bundy Ranch protesters. So I was like, wait a second, and I've always been very interested about police state, for example, like right now, the military being, deployed against protesters, and, the whole thing with ICE that's been happening. And it's kind of, if you like from back then, when I was looking into these types of things, it's kind of scary where it's escalated to. And I think it's coming from, a party that we didn't expect it to be coming from. I think that we thought that this was going to happen. I'm talking about the mentality of this community, the audience I was talking to at the time on Revolution Radio, the UFO conspiracy, super soldier, all of this paradigm was which I was talking about. But I was going into these topics, and Revolution Radio backed them. We were fundraising to support what was happening with Bundy Ranch, as well as what was happening up in the Oregon area. So that's why, in a way, I'm kind of interested. What's interesting to me about this is there's been certain people that have gone from one group to the next group and to where it evolves into these predator catcher groups. And some of these people also have come out of the UFO conspiracy super soldier stuff and also came into these predator catcher groups, one being Team Rose. She got involved with Dolly Vision, and that was the vigilante YouTube video that I was sharing, basically questioning the same thing that Urban Disciple question, was that some of the people that were involved in these predator catcher communities looked like they were potentially the predators themselves, and or they had some sort of familiar association to that. And so now, having a familiar association to that doesn't necessarily, like, let's talk about Jesse Davis's case, where there was a family member that was doing that, and they went into and made sure that their family member was convicted. There are families like that, and maybe it's because of that person really cares about this issue and would become a part of a predator catcher community because they realize that it's happening and they want to do something about it. That's another, I'm not saying that every person that has some sort of association in their background is automatically a predator, but some of these sort of these cases that I'm talking about, it was either them or it was really more of a close association. And I want to just reiterate about my experience with Revolution Radio. For me, I found out that our webmaster on that network was arrested for CP, and yet Nighthawk, Mike Greenlee, who was, the proprietor of the station, was or said he was an active predator catcher. So I hope that when I explain this to you that way, why I might have been motivated to look into other channels' activities and wonder or assess things because of my own personal experience. I hope that's really clear for everybody right now. And so within this group, I have discovered certain types of behaviors and things that they do when they want to attack or target somebody. And they all do have, and I'm going to say there is an association with a group of women. And let me just name them off one more time. There you have Denise Mattow, who's associated to this group. There was a person who went by Winter Moon that was part of this group. There's Lori Alexander Swan, who is a part of this group. There is Blazing Sky, Rebecca Dean, and there's Clovis, and then there's also Colleen Kokar. So you have and these women, and there's other people too. Like I think there's Brenda Becker, and maybe a Kim Arnott, and and then there's Tams kind of associated with it. There's a lot of women that I don't know where Tams's genesis is. I don't think it's Bundy Ranch, but a lot of them do have a common denominator of Bundy Ranch. Either that or there's a Cicada 3301 Thomas Schoenberger Association, and also like a 17th letter of the alphabet association, which also Isaac Cappy played a part of. And that kind of, there's this, bridge here. And I want to bring up, and by the way, even though Nathan Stoltman denies I was on a show with him, and let's just do this for a second before I continue.
I know exactly what I have to do. I'm going to sell out.
Okay, so Nathan Stoltman, that's Nathan Stoltman from a clip from one of his acting reels or television shows that he did, because he's an actor. A lot of people are actors in this too as well. All right, and I know people can criticize me. They go, well, you're an actor too. But look, actors and comedians are going to get a podcast. They're going to do radio show things. So there's also that aspect of it. But a lot of the people that are involved, some of the people that are involved in this they're very good video makers, and they are charismatic YouTubers. And I'm going to throw one of those charismatic people in as Daniel Dowd. I don't care what you guys say about it, but he is interesting and captivating to watch. I'm just saying this from another YouTuber and another, a performer and whatever, right? He is engaging to watch, and he does present. He has a unique, the overlays, the way things look, whatever, what he does is almost avant-garde even. And we're going to show a little bit of what his assessment, what he did yesterday, to kind of fill in what I'm talking about right now. But Nathan Stoltman, I was on Lift the Veil. And when I was on Lift the Veil, I talked about that I had live streamed the first Hollywood pedo march on Hollywood Boulevard, where it would end on the Trump star. Okay, and this is how much Trump is involved in this, in the supporters, and also in the belief at that time that Trump was going to do something with the deep cabal and the satanic ritual abuse people that. And at this time, Isaac Cappy had already come on the scene. So I live streamed this. And there's a guy who was running it, and his name was Kai Irving. And he said, hashtag MAGA and hashtag the 17th letter of the alphabet. And I was like, and I was live streaming. I looked at my own cell phone camera and said, he just said blank, blank, blank. I didn't know this was associated with that. And so this guy, Kai Irving, and I talked about it, ended up, having something called Operation Mayflower, which he did Twitter bombs, and he was a big General Flynn follower. They were all like big time General Flynn, and they Twitter bombed at a certain time. And sometimes they would harass people when they Twitter bomb, like me, because there was an opposition that happened between me and him and my boyfriend at the time, Stephen D. Kelly, who became also a big 17th letter of the alphabet person. And this guy, Kai, was doing Twitter bombing. It was called Operation Mayflower, I believe. And and they actually got shut down for doing it. And somehow James Woods, the actor James Woods, got caught up in that. And some right-wing posters on Twitter got shut down as well at the same time. Now, this guy and that guy was leading this protest. And later on, after being on Lift the Veil and saying this, I find out, and I don't have it pulled up right now. I will show it. Matter of fact, I'll make sure that I posted it on my community page. This guy was involved with Bundy Ranch up in Oregon. Same guy over here was over here too. See how that thread is? See, this is what I've witnessed, right? Then that guy, Kai Irving, is now a big predator catcher. So full circle, another guy who's done this is like wrapped up in this kind of circle. Okay. And so then after this, because of the fact that I did the Vigilante YouTube show, and a lot of the people, like including Clovis and even Jesse, and there was Thomas, and there was Denise, and there was Blazing Scar, and there was Tacos. They were all in that chat. Never knew them, never met them before. I don't even know how they found out about that. Found out that I was streaming. But it all happened all at once. And to this day, every single name except for, well, Jesse is, I'm okay now because I understand what's going on. But at one time I was believing Thomas Schoenberger for a while, for 6 weeks. See? But every person that I've mentioned, from Becky to Colleen to Clovis to Denise to Thomas, have all run pedo defamation about me on the internet. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. With no evidence. And I just find it really interesting of what the background is of the people involved who are doing this, and how they've been involved in a certain type of media. See, I find that to be the most interesting thing. And let me show you. Let's look at Blazing Scars. She changed her channel name. This is the same channel. I believe it's the same channel because as a YouTuber, because see, it has 292 subscribers and 4 videos. So she's put all the other videos on private. It's still the same channel. She's taken all of her defamation and racial slurs and, Holocaust denial videos, but we have copies of. And she's now retitled it, because you can retitle your channel and redo it. And she's retitled it Hag and Perv. This is me. And this is Urban Disciple. And it's targeted by the Hag and Perv. targeted by Terry Joyce Randolph, my legal name in the title. Okay. Which is intentional. It's for people to, it's to hit the algorithm. So hopefully somebody will see this and maybe I'll be tarnished by it. Pervy Irby Disciples. This isn't going to affect him really, because that's not his name. That's not, Terry Joyce Randolph is in print on the Collegian because I'm a senior reporter. I'm working. It's my job. It's how I make money. And she's using my writer name that I earned a degree for to put this shit up and make lies about me with no evidence. Right? Okay? And then she's going to act like she's the person that's being targeted and a victim. And this is what victims do, is like harass and put their legal names and take their images and humiliate them with it. Is that what a victim does? No, it's not what a victim does. I'm going to say that right now. And the only video she has is this one, Pervy Irby, the Urban Disciples. Terry Joyce Randolph backs the sicko who pervs on our kids. My name, my legal name. And she's saying that on her channel. Let's go to this one. Wig made an altar in her home for Max Spears and lives off his clout. Plus, NTM always wins, which is Nasty Troll Media. And Max Spears is my number. I think it's at like 57,000 K views or something like that. 54 maybe. Of the interview that I did with Max Spears in 2015. I redid. Yes, I do talk about Max Spears because the people that are part of my community on YouTube like to hear about him. And I think preserving the things that he said that people appreciate is like a gift to my subscribers. Because I have it. I have his little, like, there are pearls. I think there's pearls of wisdom in what he said, regardless of what anybody wants to say about him. And I share it. I'm not like David Scherter, putting him into my super soldier psychic story myself and pulling him in totality into David Scherter's world and put him up with Tracy Troyman and everybody else. Because if you do that, you ignore what he really did. We don't know what really happened to Max. But to act like you do, is anybody who acts like they do for sure is a player. They've made up their mind. You should be wary of that. So, and then here's this, and Wig started from Thomas Schoenberger, so she's repeating Thomas Schoenberger defamation on me, and they do it collectively, and it comes for me, and I not Urban Disciple or whatever, but in my experience, it started with him. Wigs, pigs, and hoodies. Oh my. And that was, I made a criticism of that terminology and said it was racist, and it is. And that's the title of that video. So she's pushing that button still, see? Then we get to the posts, which are the same. Here she is feminizing Urban Is this not female stuff? V-neck cutoff sweater with the white slacks. FFS is Ryan or Siren. Now she's talking about someone called Nanya. Now she's like going off on Ryan. She's put my name in here again. Not my rabbit hole. Tags me. She's like going, oh, don't tag me. But she tags me and says, I support the sicko creep that pervs on our kids and G kids. Beware. Beware abuse of females. Hide your kids. Pervert alert. My name in it. Battery on this former companion. Again, tagging me. Who promotes the sick crap? Admitting he went to YouTuber's mom's Facebook to steal children pics to perv on. That's what she's saying right now. Poor pervy Irby and grease face. It's like so high school. It's like we're in junior high still. This is a woman in her 50s. What will you do? Say again, Ryan Durden, about me losing my channel. I still have 1 strike and 2 other channels. Derp. Haters gonna hate, but we aren't gonna get anywhere but eat their own selves up. Keep reporting, Terry Joyce Randolph, again about me. Oh, I don't want that. Because he's Mr. Copyright Striker. For like doing, fair use, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to show some videos. So we're going to do fair use. We're just educating the public of what's going on. So I went through how that. Did you see how the style was? Let's go back. I want you to pay attention to the style of what her channel looks like now. Okay. Now this is a typical kind of troll channel where they will use your name in the title like this, Terry Joyce Randolph, and your image on it, and it's all about harassing you. And I'm going to show you a couple of other channels that do the same thing. And now Becky has patterned herself after them. So make sure you see that. So where am I? Okay. So here I linked some of the channels that do this, and Becky has actually used the same footage in that one video that was taken down for a privacy violation. Okay. I don't know if you see that. Yeah, you do. Becky has also used the same thumbnail here in her videos of me. Right now, I think they are on her Rancid YouTuber 1 and 2. Okay. So again, my name is in the title. Terry Joyce is, and that's the 17th letter of the alphabet. So here's an example of stuff that they have done. I made my living by being a prostitute. That I am a porn star, but apparently, I traffic children, and I'm a dirty, hag porn star that grooms children. Okay, so see how they took it out of context? That's another thing that Becky's been doing. I said, I'm talking about people saying this about me. I'm not saying that I am, but they make it look like I am, and then they do all of this, right? Let's go back and look at one of Becky's videos right now. Let's see if there's something similar to that.
Him to sleep the way.
Man, we got some fucking simp. They dare not to mess with the pretty monotheism because she's so fine. She's so fucking conceited. That's satanic.
Yeah. That's similar. Okay. That's taking something out of context and, you know, putting music to it and then making it look like it's something. Yeah, you know what? I privacy striked Becky's channel because I'm for using the same photos, so I'm going to. Okay. Hi, Andrea and Aiken. All right, let us go to. Let me find another one. Well, I mean, let's go with what she shared on her timeline. And I've made a comment on this. She shared another one of those videos, or was, that took everything that I said out of context. Here it is. She's sharing another one of these videos on her channel.
You know what? Because you're an illegal and you know what? You don't live in Flower Mound and you're door dashing. You know what? Why are you entitled to be here with an illegal car? Go ahead.
Okay, I never said these things. See? So she's sharing that. She's promoting it on her channel. Promoting it. Okay? And let's go with one more channel that did this stuff. I'd like to just give a really good taste of how she's similar to these other channels. I'm just scrolling. I lost my place here again. Darn it. You know what? Let me take a little break here. Play a little more music.
When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the sweetest bed. Twinkie in the sky. Never been a sinner.
Yeah, let me show you another one of those types of channels. And this channel was instrumental in harassing me with Denise when Denise made my phone call. And they too are using my name title, Teresa Joyce Randolph, as their channel name. And as you see, here's the green picture again. And these are their videos of me. And if you, I'm not going to show it, but if you go to their community posts, they are resharing nasty troll media stuff. So here's a clip that makes me look like I'm, a gross person, but I'm actually making a joke about something. I mean, I wouldn't do that now. Oh, you gave a PJ. You know what? I licked a guy's balls a couple times wearing mariachi outfit because the balls are important. I think I should you know what? See, it was a joke. All right. But, they want to rub that in my face and whatever. Right. So this is, again, a channel intended to make you look bad. This channel's doxed where I was employed at. This account came into, and they were just recently in Daniel Dell's stream pretending to be me. He kicked them out, but they came into my account and said my professor's name that I tutored for, and said that they were going to be reporting me. And the next day, Denise Mattel made the phone call. How is this different than what Becky's doing? It's not. And it's kind of interesting that she's able to change her channel like that, like a dime, like a hat, like she's done it before. Okay. And I mean, I wouldn't do that now. Oh, you gave a PJ. Okay. So I wish I could go back to the original now. There's one more I could show that might be really interesting to you guys. But I'm going to have to find it again. Let me... every time I bleep out of it, it doesn't take me back to where exactly where I want to go to. And I don't want to spend that much time on this part. Because there's a few other things that I really want to get to. So let me go through it again. Let's see, what are you seeing right there? Let me take this off for a second. Let me go through it again really quick. I won't play a song. I have a better idea of where this is. It's not as far down as I think it is. And so here it is. All right, so there's another channel I want to show you, a goodie but oldie, is Dregs of YouTube 2. Okay. This is OG Mitch R, which is, Mitch Redman, who's supposed to be Hoax, but we know Hoax is Daniel Ryan Columbus now. And so they took Ryan Walsh, who was, a part of this at one time. He had Dregs of YouTube. So again, they're mirroring him and using his image in the thumbnail. And you can see the, this one is... when a liar grifts, it's calls theft by deception. Daniel Ryan Dowd busted. They're talking about Sewer Town. They're talking about me, California-based Nazi comedian journalist. They're talking about DeFango. They're talking about Corey Daniel. So this is again all the people that Thomas Schellenberger, that he's mentioned in their lawsuits. He's, it has in how many, people have called, done CPS. Denise, I think, called CPS on Jesse Davis. Who is David Schurter talking about but us? See, that's not a coincidence, David Schurter. I want to question David Schurter why he is doing defamatory remarks on people with no evidence, and they just so happen to be everybody who's on Thomas Schoenberger's list of targeted harassment. I'm just curious, David Schurter. And why is David Schurter accepting any emails from anybody from Thomas Schellenberger? Because what he does is he takes what Thomas Schellenberger says and puts it on his blog with all of our names being doxxed and out there, even in the title, so that people can find lies that I groomed teenagers at the college that I was tutoring at, or anywhere, or any barely legal anything. I never owned a barely legal studio, and I'm not a porn star. And yet, that's exactly what David Schurter's doing. Nothing different than Becky or Denise or Thomas Schellenberger. Except he says he's a victim because he's a satanic ritual abuse survivor, although he has no way of corroborating his story for any validity. And who else has interviewed him but Nathan Stoltman from Lift the Veil? Okay. And this is not defamation. This is showing how things are. This is showing what Blazing Scar has been doing on her YouTube channel. I am not accusing her of doing anything wrong to children or making up lies about her. I'm showing what she's actually really did with actual receipts. That's the difference, everybody. And you cannot sue me for that. But I can sue you for what you've done. And I'm going to say right now, it is at that point, I am over it. And I not only think that there should be criminal prosecution, but also financial restitution for what you've done. It may take me a while to make it happen, but trust me, it is a goal of mine. And if you look at my track record of what I do in my life and how I've done it, I always reach my goal. I will find a way to sue you. Because I'm the person with a lawsuit. And I want justice. And I want this exposed. So, I took away something I didn't want to. Oh, shoot, I just did it right now, but I'll fix it. All right, so I want to go into some of Daniel Dowd's footage from yesterday. Oh, good Lord. Okay, and I'm going to start it like kind of from the beginning. Because he gets into a lot of things that he's going to give you some more background that I feel like I want to hear it from him instead of me.
So I'm currently watching David Schurter YouTube, and he's been pretty dumb today. don't think he sews any of this shit. I think he finds it at thrift stores, and he's just trying to like sew some handles on some shit he found at a thrift store. But dude, it's been months, and he hasn't sewn handles on this shit he got from a thrift. Like, come on, David, you fucking loser. Then I was like, dude, I'm gonna go look at Thomas's fucking stupid page. And boy, oh boy, is he being a fucking complete loser today. I'm not an enemy, merely a mirror reflecting empathy, clearly a seer. John Lemon and Lemonade. I went and looked at John Lemon and Lemonade's channel. That place is fucking trash. Donkey shit. Probably just a sock account of Thomas's, if we're being fucking honest. So I called it out, left a comment about how Thomas is a fucking scammer and fraud, and they should do better at picking friends. I'm sure I'm going to get blocked by that channel in like 2.8 milliseconds. But then, running into sock accounts of Thomas Schoenberger's, I'm like, Becky Dean's definitely gone off and made herself some sock accounts, because if you can't beat him, join him, right, you fat, dumb bitch. Ooh. Right. So she's gone and made a new fucking account called @targeted by the Hag Perv. Wow. Did you ask AI for that name? Was its name Thomas Schoenberger? Anyway. Put wig in there somewhere. Put wig in there. Put a wig in. And you know, with that amount of projection, Thomas, I wouldn't be surprised if you're working on a toupee. You don't have one yet. And that's why you don't show yourself anymore, because you're probably more bald than fucking David Schurter.
No.
You know?
All handmade. All handmade. One of a kind. You won't. When you
But anyway,
no.
Thomas is sitting here going, I'm just a musician working with other bards. And targeted by the Hag Perv is a lady fending off attacks by Teresa Joyce Randolph. Blazing as a parent like I am, the Hag never had a child and absolutely has no empathy for teenagers. I think the Hag poses an immediate danger to teenage to college students. Blazing has always been cool with me. Terry Joyce has always been a demented creep with her beauty contest for the doddering elderly and heads to close proximity to see what I mean? Like, you're not just you're like, I'm just a musician working with them, but I have all of this deep, dark background information about all of everybody on the internet. But I just make music. I'm not just doxing every human being I run into on the internet. Right, Thomas? That's not what you're doing. You're not just like...
And he is the co-founder of Cicada 3301, and according to Marsha Stockton, when I interviewed her, they are all about privacy. And none of them have protected our privacy at all. And matter of fact, they continue to put our legal names and our names out there with their defamation on the internet repeatedly. No, this isn't just happening on Thomas's YouTube community page. He's doing it on X. He's done it on, all of it. So is Denise.
Give me a full background check on this person and this person and this person.
So is David Schurter.
This person, this person, this person, this person. Can I target them? Do they have a rich parent I can steal from? And this person, this person, this person, this person. And this is just the 4 hours ago one, dude. It seems as though, and I'll say this, Terry has triggered something inside of you, Thomas. She's really bothering you. And I think she should ramp it the fuck up. Whatever she's doing a great fucking job, okay? Because this, not John Lemonade's fucking one, but this targeted by the Hag Perv is Becky Dean. It's not a lady, and you know who it is. And you lie as if you don't know who it is, Thomas. You, sir, are dumb. And then look who's in this comment section. Denise Mattel. So I figured since she's going to say, she says she has a lawsuit. Have you been served, Thomas? Hey, Thomas says he has 5 lawsuits on you, Terry. Have you been served yet, Terry? Or is he just making this shit up?
No, he's making this shit up.
Or is it another lie similar to the ones he tells about me and others? Well, I mean, we do know he does sue people, but he always loses. So don't ever be afraid of a lawsuit from Thomas. That's like someone going, hey, want some free money? Anyway, frankly, I would love to see him bring his lawsuits to the court of Judge Judy. Now, I read that as if we were arguing about him and I going to court and not them. But what I replied to that stupid-ass comment is, so you want to go on a TV judge? You know, a fake judge, Denise? You want to go to a fake fucking judge? I don't give a fuck if she has her bar card and she was a real judge. Now, she's a fake judge, where you and a friend can pretend to have a dispute and split $5,000 at the end of the episode. Are you fucking kidding me? I know the scam that is fake court TV. Stupid bitch. You thought every episode of Judge Judy was real, Denise? Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Doesn't mean become a furry and have sex with squirrels. Sit down and make more Forever Soup, you fucking nut, Denise. I'm tired of your dumb shit, too. Retarded. Retarded. I deal with the retards out here so you guys don't have to. You're welcome. Oh, here we go. Oh, look. Look. He uses the image of a fat Nazi. Good job, Thomas. Good job, Thomas. You are a fat Nazi, so this is quite a great way to represent yourself on the internet. This is a picture of you, obviously, reacting to whatever the fuck you just said. Many people agree with my idea. This is 6 hours ago. To drag Teresa Joyce Randolph into court to answer for her lies. So wait, Denise. So is Terry suing Thomas and she's the liar, or is Thomas suing Terry and he's the liar? Come on, Denise. You gotta I don't know, make more fucking sense than none at all. Hey, Denise, I'll give you $10 if you come make a comment on my fucking stupid shit. God damn. It's gonna happen despite what many or any particular crowd is rooting for. I have communication with a number of witnesses and victims of former porn actress of hardcore circus and barely legal porn flicks. I believe Teresa Joyce Randolph is a danger to society. It would not surprise me if she has a side hustle recruiting teenagers for the creepy pornographies. Teresa Joyce Randolph is a liar and a criminal, in my opinion, as he twirls his little mustache and ties another fucking virgin 5-year-old to a fucking railroad track. And I have the financial means to move forward to sue her disgusting ass. One more thing. He put once more thing, though. He didn't put one more thing. He put once more thing. I just fixed it. I have California attorneys as well. Actually, I think she should take you to court in California. And then prove stalking through you and a RICO suit level of gang stalkers. I do like the fact that when we get into the comments, people start complaining about Titus Frost losing his fucking channel. Like this guy, Teddy-1-I1V. Thomas, you have teddy bears that show up on your channel. Hey, do you know what a comfort item is in the human trafficking world? When they like kidnap a little kid or some shit, they give them like a teddy bear and then they get like stuck to that thing. Anyway. But that's what you have in your chat. That's who shows up to comment on stuff and have all these opinions about shit, Thomas. Okay. Yeah. You're not creepy and weird and suspicious if you just look at your fucking channel, Thomas. The hag was the one who took down Titus's channel. Suddenly she's pro-Zion after she was pro-Palestine. who pays to rejoice. Notice she seems to have money lately. Go get her. Go get her? Like, sick 'em? Like, attack?
That's right. And you know who else said to do that? Nathan Stoltman. On behalf of him and All Seeing You.
Is that what you just said?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Because that's what it sounded like you said. Teddy. I mean, Thomas Schoenberger bot. Have your lawyers find her funding source and then go after that person too. Pitbull Tommy, you will shake the truth out of the grifter bullies. Yes, my faith is in you. I said, boo-hoo, some more hog belly. You will lose and we will laugh some more. Titus deserves losing his trash channel. It was trash. It was shitty. It was full of crap. Crap that nobody needs to watch. You know what I mean? And then 50 minutes ago, he's trying to bother Terry some more by having them post stupid ass cartoons that don't look like her anymore because they've gone too grotesque and retarded.
Okay, and he's talking about Nasty Troll Media right there. That was a Nasty Troll Media link.
Yeah, but the six of us know who we're talking about. Yeah, the six of you that nobody fucking likes. They used to be like 20, but we've whittled you down to about 6. You've taken more people off the website, Thomas? Are people becoming afraid of what it is to be fake Cicada 3301? Are they starting to realize the detriment that comes to them when they become fake Cicada 3301? I don't know.
How am I responsible for Titus Frost's channel going down? Like, that's not true.
This shirt is stalker. It says the stalker. As the kettle calls the pot black, Thomas. You're a 2-time felony stalker. Yep. Which means 1 more stalking charge in California, 3-strike rule, out of the old ball game. You know what I mean?
Why would, and again, if you're going to talk about associating with people, right? I mean, Blazing Scars going, oh, you know, you're associating, you're backing a guy who did blank, 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 and with kids. All right, but Blazing is harassing me with a 2-time felony stalker, or I guess one of them was expunged or whatever. I mean, that's what Thomas is saying, but still. And it was reported in the MSU, Michigan State University article. If Thomas has a problem with that, then he should sue Michigan State for missaying, quoting what he was or that he has a felony charge. Because I'm pretty sure they fact-checked it, Thomas. The only way that a publication is going to publish something like that would be because they fact-checked it. So why is Becky Dean harassing me with a felon? She's saying the same things. She's doing it with him. He's backing her. And there's a video of her previously saying, there's a clip, or there's, I believe it's on Sewer Town, where she actually admits that she started coming after me to help her friend out, Nasty Troll Media and Thomas Schoenberger. And then for about a year, she said that I was tampering with a third-party witness. Therefore, whatever was going on with me between me and Nasty Troll Media and Thomas Schellenberger, what I was commenting on their harassment of me, their doxing of me on their YouTube community pages. She was saying, "Oh, you know what? You're harassing me too, and I'm a third-party witness." I was barely even talking about her. I was avoiding her. Because I really didn't know what she was doing around and making videos about me for. And then she goes, "Oh, you attacked me first." No, I didn't. I wasn't even paying attention to you, Rebecca.
That's why you moved to Provo, Utah. Last time you fucked around and almost found out. He's known to have an active imagination. Oh, one that you fuel constantly? We have proof of you emailing him, trying to tell him all day, every day, what the facts are, Thomas, what all the truth is, and all that other bullshit, lies that you fucking spew to him and others on the internet. You fat old fucking liar. Because I admit he's a liar, but so are you, Thomas. And where are his lies coming from? Your fucking mouth. In fact, the only time he's not lying is when he's telling the truth about you and what you do to him. It's surprising. Because the lies he spews come from your fucking mouth.
Right.
No one's gonna have anything like
It's not surprising.
But
we have all the proof.
send me.
Why don't you take someone to court?
So if
Right.
someone sends me something,
Your size,
and
Thomas.
someone else comes and wants the same one, but it's already sold.
I'm a lot younger, but I'm your size. In fact, I'm way bigger than you are. Is that why you're afraid of me, bitch?
I don't know. I've never done anything.
Huh, Thomas? Is that why you're so scared?
Really sell things online, and so it's all new to me. But like I said,
You set up the box. Since you got all this money to fucking sue people, Thomas, you set up a boxing ring somewhere.
but I feel like
You set up the fucking paperwork that I can read over that says that we're going to fight. You know, mano a mano. I'm going to fight you, you're going to fight me, and we both agree to it, and it's consensual. And then I'm going to whoop that tubby ass.
I know I get tired of asking for donations. I'd rather.
And it's going to be like Goku, where like I've been charging this power up my whole life.
And so, but anybody who wants to donate, I'm not going to dismiss that either. I'll put the Buy Me a Coffee link in there, and PayPal and Venmo is just D, capital S, lowercase HURTER, my name. And so if you want one of these, let me know.
Capital D, capital S. Herter.
Capital G,
Herter.
capital R, capital I, capital F, capital TER.
Herter. His name is literally Herter. It's like a retarded person trying to point out the violent person that punches people. Herter. What's your last name, David? It's trying to tell people to shut up about who you hurt. It's fucked up.
I will send them out ASAP. Christmas is coming if you want to give it for a Christmas gift.
So, like, you don't have a stalker, Thomas. David Schroeder's not stalking you. You fucking harass him constantly, daily. Becky Dean, you've been told to go the fuck away. Don't come to my channel. Nobody likes you here. Nobody wants to hear your opinion. Nobody gives a fuck. We don't go to your channel to hang out and listen to your shit either. Now you're making more channels so you can harass people because you know you're about to inevitably lose your fucking channel. Why don't you just stop? Or is he paying you? Thomas, is he paying you to attack Terry for him? Because now what happens is you become an accessory, ready, to witness intimidation. in a court case that he's claiming he has 5 of. You are intimidating the defendant to the court case for Thomas, Becky. See how that works? Same with you, Nasty Troll Media. And it can be proven because you guys collude with Thomas. You have communication back and forth. Don't have to take a lot of evidence to court, Thomas. You don't have to take everything with you. You just take the most damning evidence, which is that right there, that you are always sharing Nasty Troll Media stuff. And Nasty Troll Media is always repeating the shit-talking trolling that you say, which means it sounds like you have an AI account where you post AI art about Terry Joyce, and it's called Nasty Troll Media. Man of 1,000 fucking accounts, you know what I mean? And then you run around and you claim everybody's doing the shit you're doing as a form of projection, which we know. Happy to be making music with fellow bards. This is the new collaboration with Deep Song Productions, which sounds like an AI music fucking company. Invisible Darkness, cheers. Let's go check this fucking trash out. We're not going to listen.
Okay. And so I'm going to skip through some things and kind of
I really just want to give you a good reason to report my video, Thomas. Because what I'm trying to show is your harassment of myself and others in this video. And all I gotta do is appeal and tell YouTube that's what I'm doing. And guess what? I just keep getting all my videos back.
With space lasers. Well, there are space lasers. Dew is in space. Mark Esper, when he was Department of Defense, went and told everybody that they had lasers in space. Directed energy.
Ah, look, a receipt that you donated to David Schurter that anybody can use anytime they'd like. Promise they're saved to people's computers, Thomas. Now, that's just proof. You know, it's not proof. Take a picture of the whole fucking goddamn thing, Thomas. You are the worst screenshotter of all time. He's so dumb. You know what I mean? Hey, look. Actually, we should put your face on there because you're a failed domestic terrorist. Titus Foss is the only one who.
I didn't see that one. So I'm in the center of Metro Golden Mayer, and I'm a failed domestic terrorist. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Thomas Schoenberger. Yeah, this can be put in a court of law. This man emailed the dean of the mass communications department at my college to try to say that I wasn't, I was, lying about him. Really, Thomas? Really? You're lying about me. I'm going to sue you. On that. I think that's pretty much the point of some stuff that's going on. Hi, Sewer King. We got Sewer King, Andrea, and then earlier Aiken was in the house. So, yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting, and I just wanted to make a few comments about it. I guess we could look a little bit. I've got this 149. Let's look at David Schurter. Oh wait, let's look at the ninja for a moment. This is what Denise is doing. It's just a post. Where she writes, and again, someone made an instructional video for how to deal with trolls like the wig. So again, Becky's saying it, Thomas is saying it. You know, you saw like some of the stuff that was being shown with Daniel Dowd. So this is her thing. I'm not going to play this video, but it's a little chihuahua barking, and then this dog takes it and throws it in the pool. I mean, it's cute, but I don't feel like, you know, showing it. But yeah, that's what she's doing. Okay. I showed some of the videos that she's done. I guess I could show the titles really quick since like, but I'm not going to play any of it. The big lie about my financial activities, you know, we looked at some of that. That's her saying that, you know, how she's going to sue me and how she saved her money and how she's done it. She hasn't done a GoFundMe or whatever. I don't know why GoFundMe just triggers the hell out of them for some weird reason. Terry Joyce claims I have a GoFundMe. Lies about the college investigation into her activities. Terry Joyce and the Ghetto Girls. Let me see. And that's pretty much everything that has my name in it. But so that's what Denise is up to. But yeah, I think David Schurter is I mean, to me, like, his stuff hasn't been, I mean, it's really same shit, different day, but yesterday, I don't think did I watch all of yesterday? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, let me go with, this is only 12 minutes. Let's just look a little bit at yesterday. David Schurter's another one that repeats the same stuff.
Just because I did a long one the other day. It's amazing, the one that we talked about movies. Just to let everyone know, the fun one that I'm going to do this weekend, someone suggested recipes. Since Thanksgiving is coming, easy recipes for people, and favorite scriptures. I think that's a perfect idea. That's going to be the fun one. But this one ain't so fun. You can see the post that I did this morning because they're all trying to make themselves out to be victims. And even though it doesn't pull up when I hit my stuff on YouTube, I can see that Terry Joyce is posting about me. Not that I care. But
well, why wouldn't I post about you, David? You talk about me practically every day. I have a right to post about you, David.
So I went into a different account and went and looked.
Oh, did you? You went into a different account and looked. Oh, okay.
And she's as obsessed with Thomas Schoenberger as Thomas Schoenberger is with her.
Oh, you think? I'm obsessed with Thomas Schoenberger now? You accept his emails and talk about him every day, David. I wouldn't have to talk about Thomas Schoenberger if you weren't participating in what you're doing with him. If I wouldn't talk about Thomas Schoenberger if he wasn't stalking me. How about that? How about I wouldn't talk about Thomas Schoenberger if he wasn't cyber stalking me and running a defamatory campaign against me, of which you're one of the mouthpieces. How about that, David? How about I post this on X? What do you think?
If they're not lovers, they should be, because they're obsessed with each other. I think they're both vile individuals who are involved with child trafficking. My personal experience. That's what I believe.
Personal experience? How? Explain your personal experience, David. How have you had a personal experience with me doing child trafficking? Did you see anything? Did you witness anything? Or did you just take information from Thomas Schoenberger and regurgitate it practically every day on your YouTube channel? Every time your face came on camera, you said Thomas Schoenberger's lies repeatedly. Guess what, David? I'm taking action on you too because you repeated what he said. That makes you liable. I don't repeat what Thomas Schoenberger says to me about you. And that's the difference between me and you and me having a legal lawsuit against you. How about that? How about you beg for donations for your lawsuit, David? I'd like to see that. That's a goal of mine.
They can say whatever the fuck they want. But Tara Joyce is involved with fucking barely legal motherfuckers.
That is a lie. I am not involved with barely legal. I'm not involved with child pornography. There is no barely legal studio in Vegas. I've never had a barely legal studio. And that's the same lie that Denise Matau is spewing out of her mouth. And that's what she called my college that I was working at as a tutor with. David, you're the one who's fucked, and I don't care how fucking broke you are. Expect me.
That are involved in Las Vegas. That's the interesting thing about Thomas. You go click on it. Guess who is defending Sherilyn and Smokey? 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
Okay, and I think that is enough of that crap. Yeah, let me tell you something. Like Sewer King, he claims you and TS are lovers. Ha ha ha. Let me tell you something. Schoenberger is not my type. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful Tuesday.
He ain't no Saint Germain, no crown, no name. He plays the game sharp as a flame. Who's to blame for the stolen fame? A shadow dance in the devil's frame. Go in a rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on a stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Go in the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Fast, can't find the ground. Echoes of chaos all around. You chose this dance, this mad parade, but not every choice gets accolades. Go in the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Going down the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole.